Welcome. It's time for another episode of Smoke Discussions. I'm really excited about today's episode. We're going to be discussing David Oyelowo's recent comments about the Black Southern accent. We're going to be discussing Stephen A. Smith and his controversial comments regarding President Trump and former President Biden. So, really excited. Some great topics today. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Come and smoke with me. The conversation's elevated when you're smoking one with me. And we can talk about anything that you please. Better believe me, this is the highest place to be. Come and smoke with me. The conversation is made greater when we smoking on this weed. And we can rap about all of the things that we done seen. Blessings and lessons and only good energy. Come and smoke with me.
Y'all think I could go over to the UK and get some British parts? Y'all think I could do it? I think I might be able to do it. Maybe just the extra. We were like a waiter or something. Multi. So so a little something just to start out real quick, and then work my way up. Once I think I could do it. I think I could do it. When I back in the day, I waited tables at Chili's. It was one of my first jobs. But I was second, third, maybe fourth. But anyway, when I used to pick up the phone for the to-go orders, I used to put on a British accent sometimes, just for fun, just being stupid. And one day, these two older black ladies came in to pick up their order, and somebody else dropped it off to them, and they asked to speak to the British guy. And I was like, oh shit. But I went over there, and they was asking me all these questions. How you like it? So I love it's amazing. The food portions are humongous. It's crazy. And they was just so delighted. And I don't know where those ladies are, but to this day they think I'm British. Wherever they are. I'm sorry, ladies, but it seemed like it made their day, so I was happy to do it. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of conversation going on around this David Oyelowo, the comments that he made about the Southern black accent. And I have some thoughts. I definitely have some thoughts. I have a few thoughts. But before that, we got to talk about Stephen A. Smith. I know. He's at it again. But this time, it's particularly ridiculous. So, let me know. Are you trying to hit this? Now, I'm trying to figure out if my assessment of his commentary is accurate. Like, I need y'all to let me know if I'm smoking on this one alone, or if we passing this one back and forth, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So let's go ahead and listen to what he had to say, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk.
I'm not here to denigrate or insult the president of the United States in that regard. He is certainly an upgrade from what we were seeing from Joe Biden in terms of his alertness and what have you. I certainly would say that. I would not accuse him of that, but I'm not going to insult the president. What I would say, however, is that he showed up to a Knicks game and he was caught on camera. It ain't me saying it. You saw it on camera. He was caught napping. Okay. And the owner of the New York Knicks, James Dolan, was sitting right next to him, and he didn't look awake either. And so that's it, just pointing it out. It is what it is. But he is the president. He's got a lot on his plate. He certainly gets up early enough in the morning, and he certainly has time to post tweets on his Truth Social platform. He's always in front of the camera. I'm certainly not going to denigrate or insult him in that way by questioning his intellect. I'm in no position to do that. But when he wants to sit up there and question my IQ and talk to me about people that would smoke meat in a debate, well, why don't you do it yourself? Why defer to anybody else? Because I'll be more than happy to sit across from the president and debate some of the decisions that he's made.
All right. Now, my first impression that I got after watching that clip in its entirety, I take that back. My first impression was, yeah, he's still an idiot. My second impression was, is it me? Or does it seem like he was kind of pandering to the Republican base? And is he thinking about actually running for president? Because I don't know how long ago, but previously, it wasn't too far in the past. He kind of flirted with the idea of running for president, and he seemed serious. In my opinion, I think he was testing the waters to see what kind of response he would get. But either way, he went back and kind of shut down the possibility, saying basically he didn't want to reduce his income that he's getting from broadcasting, which I think, yeah, that would make sense because politicians, I don't think they're making as much as he would be making in broadcasting. But after watching that clip, not only did it seem like he was pandering to the Republican base, because you can't possibly be pandering to the Democratic base by saying something like Joe Biden, by telling a blatant lie that Donald Trump in any way seems more alert than Joe Biden. Let's start with the fact, and don't get me wrong, Joe Biden did have his moments. That is true. So, we're here to tell the truth. But let's start with the fact that Donald Trump can't even seem to stay awake. The man can't even seem to stay awake multiple times, multiple events. In this very video, right? This very clip right here, the man is asleep at the Knicks game. How you fall asleep at a whole basketball game? What? A playoff game at that. A finals game, sorry. Come on. This man is more alert? Blatant lie. So you can't possibly be pandering to the Democratic Party. You can only be Republican. He apparently is an independent, but I don't know. The fact that he came around and how he rounded out the interview saying, I would be happy to sit across from the president and debate. Would you? I bet you would. Now, if he is, and I could be wrong. That's why I said, that's why I'm presented like, y'all trying to hit this? Am I just tripping? Now, I could be wrong, but if this is indeed what his plan is, man, you're living a fool's dream if you think that the Republican Party is going to elect a black man. Now more than ever. In this day and age, more than ever. And that's crazy because that seems regressive, but it is. We have regressed in the progress that we did make as far as just kind of like, not even just racial tension, but just the peace of the perceived peace. Because let me be clear, the racism never went away, but there seemed to be, I guess the racists were just more quiet about it. They didn't feel like they had so much license to just come out and say the most disgusting things, i.e., this UFC wrestler getting on the White House lawn and calling the former first lady a man. So that's where we're at. And you think the Republican Party is going to take you serious? Like, come on. If they've hit their quota on tokens, you're not even invited. if we being honest. So I don't know. It's sad to see someone who, because I feel like Stephen A. Smith, from what I've seen, has lost a lot of respect amongst black people, particularly. And it's sad to see, but if you ask me, I feel like he's in somebody's pocket. Because I've seen him say a lot of just out of pocket, random, and blatantly untrue stuff. And it's always some sort of hot take that's defending a conservative angle. I don't even want to get into his take on the Carmelo. Stephen A. Smith's take pissed me off so badly that I'm about to
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
So now we have to talk about our good sir, David Oyelowo. I hope I'm saying his last name right. He was recently on the 154 podcast. That's a podcast that comedian Godfrey hosts with another individual that I'm not sure. I didn't bother to look him up because this clip pissed me off so bad. But we'll get into it. Actually, let's jump right into the clip, then we can discuss.
Nigerian father. Godfrey, hey, how are you today? Go and get my cane. Go and get my cane. I remember that. Woo. Imagine you have to go and get the cane for yourself.
Oh, yeah. But go and get my cane.
I don't know where it is.
You'll be flogged.
Yeah.
American.
Father? Or just American?
No, American. This is an American accent.
Should I try and be Godfrey?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Get on back now.
What are you saying now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How do I sound?
I don't know. How do you sound, Godfrey? Why are we doing this? Why are we getting more crazy every time I'm talking like Godfrey?
How about Southerner?
How about what?
A Southerner.
Well, if I'm being a Southerner, well, you know what? You know what happens to Southerners? If you take the Nigerian accent like this, and you slow it down, you put a lot of slavery in there.
Facts.
And then you start to put a little bit of subservience in it. This is what starts to happen to the Nigerian accent.
Man.
It goes, because literally, if you're down here and you start to speed it up, and then you start to take all the thing out of it, then before you know it, you're talking like this.
Now we are free again.
Now we are free. We are released.
Hey, that was a smooth transition. You see that?
Damn.
Yeah,
Did you hear that transition? Damn. This shit pissed me off so bad. That's the reason that I didn't look up who the second co-host was on the show, because I didn't, like, come on. So, as you heard him, you add some slavery and some subservience, and that's how you get the Southern accent, and you slow it down. Slow it down, add slavery, and add subservience, and then what do you know? Voila, you're talking like a Southerner. You know how fucking stupid that shit, not even fucking stupid and offensive that shit is. And I'm born and raised in Dallas, Texas. So yes, I'm speaking personally, because I'm from the South, born and raised. It's interesting because those descriptors speak to solely how he perceives Black Southerners. Because you could use a myriad of different adjectives to describe the Southern accent. But from his perception as an individual, that's how he sees or perceives the Southern accent. And what's interesting is there's a lot of white people in the Deep South that have that same accent, aside from the cultural variation, obviously. But that deep Southern accent, and I guarantee you he wouldn't describe a white person's Southern accent like that. You wouldn't use those descriptors to describe a white Southern accent, in which the accents, depending on where you are in the South, are damn near the same. So maybe it's not so much about the race, but more so about the region. And I want to speak a little bit to why so many people were offended, not even just Southerners, but I think a lot of people in general were offended. A lot of Black Americans in general were offended because you have this same individual that's playing a role as historically significant as Martin Luther King, in which he played in Selma. But the way you just described a Southern accent, Black Southern accent, that's what I'm gonna say because that's what he was describing. For you to play that significant of a character and not even understand the history of just the accent, that's offensive. That's offensive. It's crazy. And it was even more crazy to see Godfrey sitting up there, laughing at it. I don't know. The camera was on David, so I don't know if that was Godfrey or if that was that co-host that was just astounded and just so wowed at it. I do not get that. I don't get how they sit there and let that man say that. I really don't. Um, but yeah, that's offensive. Like you can't. Oh, you shouldn't. You can because he did, but I don't think you should even go into, even as an actor, go into a role like that with such historical significance without doing at least some work to understand some basic aspects. And clearly, you don't understand if you didn't realize that what you were saying in that moment would be offensive. Clearly, you don't understand. Now, he did come and issue an apology to Black Americans. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. I mean, you know. Hope you mean it. Hope it's not just because of the backlash that you're receiving. Because you want to continue to be considered for parts in America. You don't want to become a pariah with the casting agents. I mean, if it's genuine, cool. Thank you. But you literally just don't understand the experience of Black Americans. And that's not particularly surprising because you're not a Black American. So that's not the big deal. But again, if you're going to be playing Black American characters, then there should be some effort put into understanding it, right? How else are you going to bring authenticity to the role? I mean, but then again, I didn't see Selma. So y'all, how was it? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I don't know why I didn't see it because I wanted to see it. I need to watch it. But I don't know. I can't say he didn't do a good job. I can't give a critique on it. I should have watched it. I should have done that homework. I might do a little blurb in the future show after I watch it to see how authentic it felt. But either way, even if he did a fantastic job, I still think it's a shame that you would have such a warped perception of Southerners and, of the character essentially that you played. Now, when I do watch it, I'm going to have that I'm going to be looking at it through the scope of this interview that he did. That's going to be an interesting watch. Damn, now I'm probably going to be nitpicking it. Well, he shouldn't have said it. And he's not the only actor that kind of is in this same category. Cynthia Erivo is another one. Cynthia Erivo has made comments in the past like Black Americans are jealous of Black immigrants. Why? For what reason? She's referred to Black slang as ghetto, Black American slang as ghetto, which again speaks to her perception of Black Americans. But playing historically significant, parts like Harriet Tubman. How does that work? Of course, people don't appreciate that. Black Americans don't appreciate that. It's offensive because it's like, how dare you? These specifically aren't even fictional roles. These are real life people who fought for the very people that you are either intentionally or unintentionally, to a certain level, denigrating. It's not cool. And this is the thing, and let me be clear. I'm not particularly mad at the practice of British black actors coming over here and playing roles, because there's some of them that I really enjoy. I really do. Idris is one of them. You know what I'm saying? I was watching him when he was over there playing Luther. That's my show. Just quick side note: if y'all never saw Luther, that was a show. I'm not gonna hold you. But I do, and this is not to take away from the talent of these actors over in the UK. It's not. But I do sort of kind of wonder, with all of the black American talent that is right here, why do we see so many British black actors coming over here to play roles? You know, it kind of seems like a lot. Either a lot or the same actors getting a lot of roles over here. And I'm, just asking myself, is it because it's more exotic to have, a black British actor on the cast? Is there a certain level of novelty to it or something like that? Uh Again, not to say anything about the talent, because the talent is there. But I do just wonder, if you just really wonder about, like, I wonder how that works, you know? But yeah, I just thought that was an interesting conversation that a lot of people have been having right now. And I think what really needs to happen ultimately is that we just need to find a way to start creating more opportunities for ourselves, because Hollywood ain't gonna do it for us. Hollywood ain't gonna do it for us. And I know Tyler Perry got his studio and he cranking them out, but we're talking about quality too. Quality too. We could do it. We can do it. We can do it. I'm sorry. I'm no longer biting my tongue because I've had enough. I've had enough, man. Like, I won't, I, and we get them, but we're giving such little space in Hollywood to really get those quality, big budget black films. You know what I'm saying? Like Sinners. And the crazy part is about Sinners, I don't know if I like the ending. I ain't gonna lie to you. Is that controversial? I don't know if I like the ending, but I love the movie. I love, and that is the level of cinema and quality of black film that I think we deserve. And I think the more that we flood the market with just not as quality stuff, I just think it lowers the bar, and it gets us as the black audience complacent with that level of production when we are capable of so much more. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a hater. I promise you I'm not. I'm just being honest. If that's controversial, my apologies. On the flip side, I love the fact that he's given black actors and I don't know if I should say black writers, but at least black actors, you know what I'm saying, and black production people, set designers, should I say hair and makeup? Black opportunities being given and created, and that is definitely a plus. That is definitely a plus. I just want to see the production value, the script writing. I want to just see those things elevated to the place that I know we can bring them. I gotta shut my ass up, and I gotta get on my grind, because I got a couple of screenplays in me. I do, and I'm not even joking when I say that. I got a couple of screenplays in me. I got some stories I've been thinking about for a minute. Yeah, let me quit the talking and start doing some walking. Speaking of walking, we finna walk right on in there.
You're rocking with the best. Number one station. 420.1. Wave FM.
The wave, yeah. A lot of inquiries in my box. I sort them out by how likely or not they are to be a thought. Back stressed out, sending me pictures in different angles and shots. I delete them, then I block. Another one gon' take your spot. In about 3, 2, 1, yep, there we go again. Oh, I gotta see it time and time again. No, thank you, I would rather be friends, but we can still fuck down once in a minute. I'm in it. I could come and meet you wherever you at, but I don't do travel for no putty tat. Dabble for the birds, you know where you at. You know what you want, you know that you cap. Them ass cheeks ain't the only thing that clap. Eating niggas up like a Venus flight trap. It's a rap, hoes chasing out the cash apps, trying to bag that for the cash, nothing past that. I'm passing. I ain't got a dime if you asking. I just want some ass and I'm dashing. That's it, cause I got too much Hennessy in my cup. I mixed it up with the Tropicana, but I guess that it wasn't enough. I'm the Rico or the Copacabana. You Tony, don't get it fucked up. Mi ritmo y mis palabras got 'em feeling disconcerted and stuck. And for what? God don't listen to what another nigga say. I got too much other shit on my plate. I've been tryna make it cause the bigger the stage, the bigger the pay, the better I can make up a way. For the hell that I got my mama back in the day. I'm a dripper out in Cartier, Laurent and Lorraine. Putting days in a penthouse up in the late. I'm cutting checks to my niggas like it's hourly wage. Abundance, I need my cup overrunning. I want it to run it if I'm being honest. Abundance, I need my cup overrunning. I want it to run it if I'm being honest. The rush, go to run it if I'm being honest. The sipping on the overflow. You know how them stories go. Hanging out the front door, yelling out the window, splitting up the Rillos, while my nigga Angelo is doing donuts like Dunkin'. These bitches is jumping, big titties and dumplings. This what I call frontin'. I don't wanna worry about nothing. Be getting fucked up, but I'm prayed up. Don't make assumptions. I want the galas and the $1 million luncheons. Wanna show my father how you keep a fucking promise. I wanna hit him where they never see me coming. Set my circle up so we can finance and function in abundance. I need my cup overrunning. I want it all if I'm really being honest.
Yo, this week's Spark Up, I'm sparking my ass back up to the gym. Yeah, it's about that time. Look, Planet Fitness has been robbing me blind for the last 5 years. They've been subtracting, charging me every month without skipping a beat. And I ain't been through them damn doors in I don't know how long. Now, they did pause it. I think for COVID, they paused it for a little bit. And then they started it back up. And I was going to cancel it impulsively, I think, because I was going through a period where I was like dead broke and I was like trying to cancel every subscription that I had. But they make it so hard. Why I have to mail a letter in to cancel a gym membership? Y'all did that on purpose. Y'all did that on purpose because y'all know that if somebody trying to cancel their gym membership, then they probably lazy, so they ain't gonna want to take their ass down to the post office. Y'all did that on purpose, and it was strategic. And you ate that, to be honest. But I decided against it. And I think after that, I went back a couple times. See, this is I'll get into a rhythm of going to the gym, and I'll be like, ooh, yeah. And then I'll miss a day, and then another day, and then something happened at work, and then I'm like, I don't feel like going to the gym. And then I get, now let me not tell all my business, but yeah, I get thrown off of the routine so easy. But I did say I was trying to get myself on a schedule, and that was my spark it for the last 2 episodes. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I've been doing okay. I've been doing okay. I'm taking baby steps. And my therapist told me to show myself some grace. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm still taking steps. So we're getting there. But spark up for this week, I'm taking my ass to the gym. If you got a gym membership and they charging you, just go in there, get on the treadmill, just walk a couple steps. You know what I'm saying? We got to get ourselves together because, listen, I love big and voluptuous. You know what I'm saying? I love all sizes. You know what I mean? But we got to make sure that we healthy. And I'm seeing these TikToks of these people making these monstrous creations that's like 5 times the amount of calories you're supposed to have in a day. And I'm just like, yo, heart, if anything else, if I'm eating some turkey wings and it's too much fat on them, I'll be like, oh, my arteries feel clogged already. Like, that just bothers me. So I don't see how people just like, come on. Listen, you got one life to live, so live it how you want to. I just want everybody to be comfortable. But if they're comfortable, then who am I to say anything? All right, y'all. This is The Wave. This has been this week's episode of Smoke Discussions. Once again, I want to say thank you to anybody who watches to the end, listens to the end. Please subscribe to the YouTube page. If you enjoyed the show, please leave a comment. Please tell me how you're feeling, what you're thinking about what's going on. And all of my listeners on Spotify, please add us to your rotation. Please tell a friend. Yeah, that's all I got for today, man. I love y'all so much. And until next time, be safe, show love, stay high. Peace.
Come and smoke.